Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are around the world. I thought I would come live to bring in the energies of the Lion's Gate. There's a lot of energy coming in around me at the moment. I can see a massive energy coming in here. I'm working as well with the blue, pink and gold, which is the threefold flame, bringing in the divine balance coming in from the great central sun. So the Lion's Gate is fully open. It's gradually opening up different gateways, and these gateways, as they open up, we will be receiving an abundance of energy coming in. The Lion's Gate is situated between Sirius and the Orion Belt, within the cosmos, within the galaxy. So, as I'm connecting in, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday yesterday. It was a very important day, as well as we also had the new moon in Leo, and that also in alignment with the Lion's Gate energy is a very important event, because what we are now doing is we are now shifting certain timelines, and we're bringing in new timelines. For those of you whom are working in the energy of Sirius and Orion, you will certainly be in tune with these energies coming through, because what it is there to do, it is there to activate your awareness to the most hidden depths, and to the hidden mysteries. I sure received a lot of information coming in from Horus yesterday, as Horus and I was working with the energy of the Lion's Gate, and he actually said to me personally is that yesterday is about the shifting of timelines, and as we are shifting timelines, we become more adept to the more ancient and sacred mysteries. We are able to tune into our personal Akashic record to attain the hidden depths of our mysteries. I'm going to say the mysteries of who we are through our personal Akash. That is also bringing in our archetypes. The archetypes are our qualities that we have attained from other timelines, and bringing those qualities into the now so that we can be in service to the whole. So for Horus, he actually said to me is that the sun, the new moon and Mercury had a significant alignment yesterday, and it was in the southern hemisphere. This is the hidden, and the hidden, right, often or not, the hidden is the sacred mysteries. It could be things that have lied hidden underneath the depths of the ocean, i.e. the truths that are surfacing up in this now. And also we are rising the feminine divine, i.e. the feminine is often seen as the hidden. The creative forces, the void, is all the hidden. So anything that is in alignment with the hidden is now surfacing up to be seen. And when we look at the hidden, we're looking what is taking place beyond the veils, not what's outside ourselves and what's happening in the world that's around us. It's what's happening in the hidden depths. So basically, we are rising up. Not are we rising up the hidden, the unseen. We are bringing into the surface what is the most ancient, hidden and sacred knowledge. In this particular lifetime, I work with my divine masculine, who's in spirit world. He's my spirit guide. Okay, so in my full knowledge of my divine counterpart, Horus, and all his lifetimes and emanations, and who he's incarnated as when he's come down into the earth, you know, I'm working in the dynamics of spirit and matter, and for me, being the embodiment of the divine feminine rising, I've had to work, you know, on my inner to bring forth the truth. Certainly I can come in with such hidden and deeper sense of knowledge of the sacred teachings that have gone back beyond time itself. And that is because I work in partnership with Horus or Heru, his many emanations right across the board, and I often bring messages in from his spirit through trance and transfiguration. So, and when we're looking at the hidden, we're not looking at what's going on, you know, on the outside. We are connecting with that deeper and more meaningful inner wisdom and knowledge, because it's when we connect with that hidden knowledge, wisdom, and every single attribute that is of pure quality, we are able to shift and evolve on the ascension process. We come into balance of mind, body and spirit, and we bring through this knowledge. So the message that Horus gave to me yesterday, and it applies to everyone here on Mother Earth in this time, experiencing this experience, is the shifts in timeline and the unseen being seen, and the connection with the deeper sense of wisdom and knowledge. And the galactic center that is situated between the Sirius and the Orion Belt, which also facilitates the grand opening of the Lion's Gate every single year since the beginning, and I'm going to say since the beginning of time and timeless. And when I say time is the existence of this planet itself, and timeless goes beyond that existence. So technically that energy in that portal has been playing out. It's not a new portal. It comes new into the consciousness of the soul that embraces and experiences it at any given moment. But that particular portal itself is a timeless reality and existence, and it has to be in a timeless reality and existence. We as souls that come down on this earth are constructed by a time, and we're constructed and experiencing timelines, we can shift those timelines and realities as we are evolving and growing. So the timeline reality of experiencing Lionsgate can come in at any time or timeline that's experienced by souls at an individual level. And this is what's often kind of misunderstood, because many souls will see the Lionsgate as a recent event that was shut down for many years, and it's only started happening since 2012, and certain shifts within the planet that brings it into consciousness. However, there are many souls that have been working in this energy long time before 2012, and we have been aware of its very existence in every single lifetime. I certainly have been aware of many lifetimes working with this energy. I've had this brought up and raised up into my consciousness field. So there are many, many different lifetimes that I have recalled working within the Lionsgate portal. So none of it's new. The sacred teachings are not new. What becomes new is the individual's perception of the event that is taking place. That becomes a new experience. So we have to be mindful when we are looking at messages that are coming in, because these messages are coming in from the perception of the soul's experience of the Lionsgate. So this is interesting, because what I want to do is I want to be really connecting in with this energy of the Lionsgate, and the first thing that comes to my mind is transformation. And I'm just going to sit here as I'm talking to you, because I've got my paints out, and sometimes when I start talking I start painting. So there is a lot of dynamics going on. There is a lot of dynamics going on. So what I'm going to quickly do, for some reason I keep getting a blue butterfly coming in. As I'm getting a blue butterfly that's overlapping the actual Lionsgate, I want to pick up, this is a transformational energy of the sorts, and often when I'm connecting up I am being shown different metaphors. So I'm just going to quickly go into this dynamic. For some reason I just need to go into this dynamic. I'm not the best of artists, but I need to start. I usually tend to paint down what I'm being shown to give an overview of what's going on. So as we are going through new timeline changes, I'm picking up massive transformation, not just at soul level, but also planetary level as well. And we are being blessed at this time by orchestration of many cosmic events, shifts, and timeline shifting. So Just bear with me a minute. I'm getting massive blue coming in. Massive blue. It's this energy of the Lion's Gates coming in. Because I'm even picking up me and my daughter. This is so interesting because yesterday me and my daughter had our nails done. And we both didn't really share what colours we're going to have. We thought, let's go and get our nails done. And everything was done spontaneous. So I'm sitting here thinking, shall I go for lapis blue or shall I go for turquoise? This is my thinking. Because I was getting a huge energy of Egyptian coming in. I was getting a huge Egyptian energy coming in, and this is interesting. And I was getting some certain shifts happening, Egyptian shifts happening. I wasn't really sharing much. I was just going with the flow of things. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there having my nails done at one table. My daughter's having hers done at the other table. Elva was the first to have her little nails done. She went pink. She's a girly girl. She's very pinky at the moment. So for me, I went to go and have my nails done, and I decided to have mine blue. So, lapis blue. So I'm sitting there having my nails done. My daughter's decided to have acrylics. So she was at another table having her acrylics done, and all of a sudden, when the time was to be revealed of what we decided, what colours we chose and stuff like that, my daughter decided to go with turquoise. So both me and my daughter, having past life Egypt, we both embodied the actual energy of Egypt by choosing what we was going to have on our nails. So the turquoise and the blue energy is coming in very prominent, and that also aligns with the throat chakra, which is about wisdom, knowledge, truth, revealing, and so forth, because it's the energy of the throat chakra that's coming into play right now. And I'm just as I say, I'm just painting. Something's really kicking in right now as I am actually painting. For some reason, I'm getting blue coming in very strongly, and a massive ball of golden energy coming in the center, which I get this is always get the gold when I'm connecting up to the great central sun, Sirius. So it is the blue and the gold coming in very strongly as I speak, and that is Egyptian energy. And usually the Lion's Gate is the marker of the new year that we used to celebrate back in Egypt at the time of Egypt. And I want to go back in other timelines as well, Mayan, the Mayan, Atlantean. You know, there's a lot of it is a cosmic new year basically. So I'm just bringing in certain gold energy coming in. So I'm actually so it's a time of transformation. I also want to pick up Regulus, and Regulus is a primary factor of time itself. It governs time itself, but the connection between the Orion, Sirius and Leo takes me back to the time of the age of Leo and the heliacal rising of the sun and the birth of Ra Harakti. And that is when we brought in the golden age of Egypt, all the way back, all those centuries ago, 10,000, which I'm getting 10,980, 10,009, it's 10,943, and I'm picking this up to be on summer solstice, back during that time, and it was the age of Leo. So we brought in the golden age of this current root race at the time, and it was in Egypt. As I say, there's a lot more surfacing. As I say, I know full well there's going to be a lot more surfacing from the depths of the ocean. I work in that energy and frequency in this particular lifetime for a reason, being born Leo. So I'm fully aware of the for the actual timelines. I connect. I personally connect all my timelines as I'm connecting up with my full Akash. I connect those timelines. Now, I was shown something this week on a social media written by a New Age practitioner that we can create our past lives in this now. I'm going to say that you cannot create your past lives, because your past lives is your past lives. It's fact. You don't create them. You've lived these past lives. You've lived these past lives, and it's part of who you are. It's a part of your truth. So you don't create past lives and bring these creations into the current. But what normally happens when you're connecting with past lives in the current is there are many reasons of connecting with past life information. One of them is to facilitate healing, two, to facilitate and access your archetypes. So what are your archetypes? A lot of people have asked me, what are your archetypes? Your archetypes is those gifts and abilities of what you've learnt and mastered in other incarnations, and you have the ability of bringing that knowledge and wisdom in this now. Because what's happening in this now, the planet is actually going through a shift, and we are here to help humanity to shift and grow and to access these other timelines that they've experienced throughout their whole given soul journey. And as we have walked the path in other lifetimes, we are able to understand even certain areas of our karmic history that could be affecting us in the now. So we can have a bit more sense of clarity of what is actually happening right now in this now. And that helps us to grow, to ascend, to change the outcomes of our current timelines. So, for example, if we have lessons that we are here to master, we are able to deal with those lessons if we have that knowledge and wisdom of why we're experiencing these lessons, that we are able to master these lessons more effectively, and that also results in changing the outcome of that karmic situation or lesson. So understanding the law of karma being at play is a mastery in itself. Karma is not a negative thing. It's a valuable tool as we are souls ascending on this mission. As we understand more fully these tools, we can then master our evolution. A lot of people who say that the energy of karma does not exist is a form of spiritual bypassing. I personally would embrace that tool in itself. So basically I'm getting similar something like this. I'm not always very good. So basically we have a portal coming in, you know, and it's a transformational portal. So I've got to wait for that to dry before I can add anything else to it. So basically we are in a transformational time period right now. So we have gone through many shifts and situations and challenges. Mother Earth is going through a certain transformation of evolution right now. We are also got certain lessons and challenges to work upon as we are also helping humanity to grow and shift. Understanding that this planet is beyond any dimensional frequency. I'm going to say that she's up and beyond the 12th day. She has to be, because we have the partnership of the unseen coming into the frequency of Mother Earth. Now, if Mother Earth as a planet, and I'm talking about the planetary structure of Mother Earth, which is a hologram of consciousness itself that is gone beyond our comprehension of understanding, that has exceeded as a planet. Mother Earth has exceeded as a planet of evolution, and within her fabric of consciousness it exceeds any form of human consciousness, of understanding of what she has seen and understood over the eons of her existence. So, as Horus told me, each and every planet in itself and star system is a hologram, and within that hologram of consciousness it goes beyond the physical understanding. We can only understand snippets of that understanding as human consciousness, as we are, and I say the human consciousness is completely different to Horus's spirit coming through, because Horus has an overview of what is really going on, because he is not limited by the physical. So for when I actually see people put a label on Mother Earth as a dimensional frequency, that's when I discern. Straight away I discern it, because that is the substance and essence of the human consciousness. The collective field of consciousness is completely different as well, and that also is a minefield beyond comprehension, and whatever you think and perceive and experience is recorded within the collective field. However, this is, I'm going to also say now, is that spirit i.e. I have the Spirit of Horus that stands behind me, which I do, is a physical manifestation of his spirit. That is not the same as the collective consciousness, and what the collective consciousness, i.e. the collective will experience of his different emanations, whether it be through meditation or experience if they go into a place of worship and so forth, because the energy and the emanations that even Horus has within that collective field of consciousness is very powerful. So it's also very powerful. It's a gift to humanity. It is like the Christ consciousness that is seeded within every human and every living being that comes into consciousness, i.e. comes into physicality on these planes of existence. The energy of Sophia. And let me define what Sophia is. Sophia means wisdom. Each and every human being has that ability, has that energy and essence that's instilled within each and every living being. So that in itself is when people are accessing, not only are they accessing their divine spark that's within them, i.e. the divine spark, each and every human, each and every living being on this planetary existence has that divine spark of what one calls the God energy, and the God energy is neither male or female. It is an androgynous energy. So it's the androgyny that we embody within ourselves, so that we embody both divine masculine and divine feminine. That is within us, each and every one of us. So we have that. It is down to us as souls to access these tools, because they are tools for our personal soul-based ascension. As we are accessing these tools, and we as souls are ascending, we are therefore changing the fabric and energy and essence of the collective field of consciousness. It is when people are not connecting direct to spirit and to inner, to the hidden and to the unseen, what's going on behind the veils, and they're just focusing on the outward expressions and the human conditioning of wanting to search outside of themselves for the answers of what their soul resonates with. Okay? When you are seeking outside of yourself and not taking your time for your inner, that is when you will come unstuck. Because there are many distortions within the collective field of consciousness itself. Because there are many humans are not attuning into their inner, you only have to look around on the planet itself to discern wisely of what is really going on. So it is about you doing your inner work and shifting your consciousness, going in much deeper, taking yourself out the box and out of your comfort zone, and do a lot more going inwards and not searching outside of ourselves. One would ask, how do I go inwards? Well, in mediumship, when we sit in a circle or even in our sanctuary and we we do what you call sitting in the power. And when we sit in the power, we connect with our inner light. As we connect with our inner light, and to put that in simple layman's terms, how I do sitting in my power, I sit in stillness and bring my focus to my heart. And because I'm a medium, and us mediums, we feel the energy of our spirit guides coming in. We can see our spirit guides and we can hear our spirit guides. This is not the same as being intuitive. This is what you call the outward spiritual senses manifesting. Yes, I can hear, see, feel Horus, and I sense him around even when I'm not open. So yes, if I'm walking up the street having my nails done in the nail place, yes, I can feel Horus at my side, and it is a simple signature that I carry. And this is what mediums will have when they are connected to spirit and their spirit guides. Their spirit will come through with a signature. Because Horus is my twin flame, I feel his energy coming in on my right side. And this is what, for most mediums that are working with their divine counterpart, twin flame, they come in. For the females, it comes in on the right side, and for the males, their counterparts will come in on the left. And there's a simple reason in the spirit world, is everything has to be symbolic. Masculine's on the right side and the feminine goes on the left. And it's like as if you're walking up the aisle. And you walk up the aisle. For a woman, you're walking up the aisle and you're joined by your masculine, who stands on your right. So everything's done in a symbolic fashion that is going to be understanding to us humans that are in the physical, where our levels of consciousness will have limits. So they want to make sure that we are being equipped and we understand exactly what's going on. And often or not, when Horus comes in to me, he's very symbolic. Very, very symbolic. Ultra symbolic. And we do certain things that are very symbolic. His energy is extremely powerful. So for a lot of people who think they're being guided by Horus, unless you are working in energy that's similar to me, energy is very powerful. I have to say, is very powerful energy. And he emanates, and he's a transfiguration medium working in the physical phenomena, and he doesn't guide very many people, spirit guide many people. His collective energy field is a guide to humanity, and this is a whole big difference. A lot of people ask me, what is the difference between the spirit guidance and the collective guidance? Is the collective guidance, the collective field of consciousness, every human will be able to access that energy and that information. However, it's not the same as working with him as a spirit guide. And believe you me, a lot of people, when who've experienced Horus coming in, will understand his energy is very powerful, and your frequency has to be at a certain level as well to accommodate him. A lot of people ask me as well, what was it like for you when you first encountered Horus coming through? Well, first things first, when I encountered Horus coming in, he didn't give me the name Horus. He didn't show me the lifetime of Horus. He showed me lifetimes that weren't of the knowledge to the collective field of consciousness, only personal to me and him. And that energy and past life information started building up. And then other mediums will be showing me things, and he would be showing me things. I'm actually access my past life information through trance. And that's when he blends with my energy, comes into my vessel, and sometimes we have that mergence and he shows me stuff. And I am taken into realities, past life realities, as if it was happening now. So yes, I'm working multi-dimensional, multifaceted, past life stuff at far higher understanding that would blow your minds, because yes, it blew my mind as well, and I now have an understanding of what is going on and with the dynamics. So it's kind of, yes, it's kind of a form of what you go into regression, but this one is a different form of regression, because this regression is being manifested to you by your spirit guide. And yes, it does happen. It has been confirmed by other spirit guides in trance circle. So there's a lot going on, and I wanted to kind of bring this to surface, because that energy and clarity is now coming to surface, certainly when I'm doing mentorship as well, because people start, there's been a lesson of the sorts of surrounding discernment of spirit, understanding is whether this is a collective consciousness you're tapping into or actually your spirit guide. And that is a lesson in itself that's coming up. Certainly when I'm mentoring people, I'm taking people into the deeper level of mediumship to facilitate connection, but also the when you're going into the meditations, what are you connecting in during the course of meditation, whether you are facilitating a healing for yourself and you're working with loved ones. Yes, loved ones come into your space to help you understand what's going on. There are also metaphors that come into place during meditation and dream space that sometimes we don't understand these metaphors, but what do they mean for us at a deeper level? So understanding that, because the collective field of consciousness will present you with metaphors, we only need to go to our dream space to experience those kind of metaphors. Some people think, oh my gosh, I dreamt that I was dying yesterday. It doesn't mean you're going to physically die, because that dream is a metaphor for an experience that you are going through in this timeline, and it's a transformational dream for you stepping into a new situation is bringing a close and you're going into the new. So I'm just going to leave you all now, because I need to rest as well, because I'm now getting, my throat is now coming into a state, right, say, spirit is saying, right, okay, Elaine, enough is enough. Okay, so I'm going to leave you all now with many, many blessings, and I will talk to you all soon. I want to say God bless you all, Blessings for the Lion's Gate. I want to say thank you to everyone who wished me birthday blessings yesterday. I love you all and I value your love and support. God bless. Thank you.